Hello, and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Operation Aegis, our Lancer actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me tonight is Sarah playing Vika, Carr playing Tiana, Eric playing Uriah, Rappy playing Melody,
Lots of waving.
and Jeremy playing Cortev. Alright, who remembers what happened last time?
We're holding on for dear life.
Great googly moogly, it's all gone to shit.
We are currently awaiting the Bull of Heaven, who may show up, question mark.
No, we only have 2 mechs left on the field.
Yeah, but that's the current plan, I believe, is that we're
Yes.
waiting for the Bull of Heaven to show up. We're holding our position.
And you're defending this little fort, defending the communications equipment, because you're using that to decrypt the information
Yes.
that you extracted in the previous mission.
But we did make it to round 2, so we should have enough power in the battery that if we lost the generator, it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Right. If you lost
Made
both
it through
antennas, you'd be
round
in
2.
trouble. But yeah, we were beginning round 3. And yes, the batteries have at least batteries have at least 2 rounds of power.
Yep.
Which means I'm now stunned.
Yes.
Same.
Yep. Well, it's a good time to be stunned with only 2 people on the field.
Indeed. All right.
You guys are also in relative safety where you guys are, too.
What are you talking about? She's out in the middle of everything.
With what? There's nothing
Everything's
over there.
dead.
Shh.
Everything is on fire, sir. What do you mean?
She's out there all by herself. It's just her and dead men.
Yeah,
and dead kaiju everywhere.
Right before she gets stunned, she just flicks the body off of the end of her spear.
Causes a small tremor.
Freddy has his shield up as well to protect the 2 towers.
That is correct.
If Freddy was here, I would say he goes first to try to murk that dude right there. But he's not, so we need someone to take out this guy at the bottom.
I'm still for saying he goes first. What's his weapon? We did this. We did
Yeah.
this
We did this
before.
last week.
We did. I mean, he's got that big old rifle of his. You can just pop him with. Granted,
I could just scroll up and see what he rolls for it. Hold on.
Well, granted, remember that thing's an ace, meaning the first attack that comes against it, he barrel rolls and it becomes an auto miss.
Yeah.
So
Okay, he's adding 11. That's good.
So he could barrage fire 2 weapons, potentially take him out. But
All right, and that is he's got a red dot. Oh, he's also got something else on him.
I don't remember what that
It
was.
looks like shredded.
Maybe.
That's what I use for my shredder drone, so possibly.
I mean, I can force out his barrel roll if we need to.
Couldn't hurt. I mean, not like I'm doing anything this round anyway.
I don't think I did anything with my round either. So.
All right, so somebody give me a D20 roll for Freddy's character.
15.
All right.
I was gonna say, Car, I literally can't because, me, the pilot, can do stuff, but he's hacking and sort of watching things. If anything pops in the middle of the base to shoot with his rifle.
Yeah.
And Sobek is stunned.
Yep.
Right.
So is Vika, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep, we both got the Medusa thing from the Black Witch.
Yeah. The Black Witch tagged her, but then spread it to me with one of its abilities.
Yep.
All right. I'm blanking on how much grit y'all have.
5.
5.
So 15 becomes 20. So yeah,
Yep.
that hits. That's a crit. I would say he's probably using his smaller weapon. This guy will barrel roll out of the way.
Let me roll another one.
Yeah, roll the second one.
15 again.
All right.
Cool.
So that becomes a 20, which is a crit. And I don't remember how much damage the big gun does.
I know it has paracausal, so
Yeah, I know it's
It
paracausal.
can't be reduced.
And it's got to do at least 10, if not more. It might be more like 15.
Did he put that on the railgun?
I think he put that on the railgun.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't see his rolls
He was
for.
using ComCon for damage.
Yeah.
Damn it. Curses.
Well, that's the thing is the.
Is it Apocalypse Rail?
No. That's the Barbarossa thing. The railgun, if I recall correctly, is not Swallowtail. Death's Head. There it is. D6 plus 4 damage, armor piercing.
Got it. All right. That's
Line 20 adds 2 heat to himself every time he fires.
I think he also had Overpower Caliber, if I remember.
So an additional
D6 plus
plus. So
D6.
2d6 plus 4.
2d6 plus 4. Got it.
And can't be reduced.
Yeah.
All right. 6, 8 plus 4, 12.
Also a crit, so reroll those 2
So yeah, roll twice and
I'll
take the
roll 2
highest.
more. Yep.
and then higher result.
That's lower. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. So how much
So
did you do?
12 plus 4. No, that's 12. And then whatever else happens. 12 that can't be reduced.
So 8 plus 4?
8 plus 4, yeah.
Okay.
So he goes away.
Oh.
That was exactly his amount of.
You were like
Oh.
1d6. It's like, that doesn't sound right. That's really low. He's been hitting 15 consistently.
Yeah, I forgot. Thank you, Sarah, for reminding us all that he put Overpower Caliber on that thing too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
So there's just one little ace left down here.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
That's doing ace things.
He is doing ace things.
Sweet.
Me too, but I don't brag about it.
Does the stuff around it protect it in any way?
What stuff
The
around it?
skewers and spikes that Vika put out? Or is he just flying over it and
That
poking
the
it
problem.
in
The problem
face?
with the ace is that he's flying. If it was walking up, that'd
Rude.
be something he'd have to get through. You know, either destroy or walk around.
Yeah, cover doesn't do a lot against flying stuff. That's how I get around things so well.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot at the generator with his rocket launcher, or excuse me, missile launcher.
Are you gonna do the thing, Car?
What the the reaction?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You're
Depending
the
on what
only
he
one with
rolls,
the
I
reaction
guess.
right now, yeah.
There's no need. He only got an 8. He takes a 10.
And
So he's missed a stationary target by himself twice.
While in the air.
I like to think Grit's
He's a
face
new
is, like,
pilot.
just menacing towards him.
he's a new
That's-
pilot. This is his first time in an ace. Leave him alone.
I'll say by the nature of the name of the mech, he should be good.
But he's not.
I'm
At all.
seeing that, yeah.
We planted spikes.
He's
so
trying
nothing-
his best.
What did we
Yes.
put in these little spots?
Spikes and stuff basically moved around terrain to try and protect it, but he's flying, so
Nothing
Yeah.
technological.
No, it's like those
just
old tank
organic.
tank
Gotcha,
traps, or they
okay.
used to call them.
Yeah.
if
I
I-
have a thing for specifically for deployables.
If I recall correctly, Sarah, didn't you like rip up trees and like slam them into the ground to make like spike traps?
I
Yes.
just went back to the ones we knocked over and make use of these.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't remember what it was exactly you did, but I knew it was something.
He's fairly fanatical, but he's not completely suicidal.
Respect.
So for his movement, he flees the scene.
Too bad, get back here.
Yeah, come over here and tell him that. Oh wait, you can't.
Next turn, I could almost make it across the field if I boosted.
Well, there is no next
Wait.
turn because he is the last hostile,
Yeah.
and he has retreated.
Okay. Fair.
My character come flying in and slow his ass down.
No, I'll bring you. I'm bringing you in quickly. Pretty soon. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Trust the process.
All right. So you finished. The information finishes decrypting. Shortly after that, all the NHPs alert you to, or your sensors alert you to a spike in paracausal energy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Here we go again.
Vika is
there's a
pulling
twink-
out the sword.
There's a twinkle of light in the air,
Uh-huh.
and then there's like it's kind of purplish.
Oh wait.
Kind of a purplish
we're waiting for
explosion
some
of
this
light with kind of
paracausal.
a heat ripple around it, and the bull of heaven is standing there.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh right, we were waiting for a paracausal guy. Never mind. We're good.
So the bull of
Superhero landing.
heaven shows up. Everyone's dead.
Oh lord.
It's like, what took you so long?
It would appear that I have missed some excitement.
You're
Just a
welcome to
bit.
stab around the dino if you want. Cortev will point towards the. Or one of
And
the
he
drones
does
will
go
point
over and
towards
examine. I
first.
haven't seen this kind before.
I think they made it in house.
Collector's edition.
Yeah.
So
That
he stands for a minute scanning it.
That feels bioengineered.
Yeah, I'm seeing some signs that there may have been some gene splicing done to it.
Great.
I can't get any great details. We'd have to take a sample back to examine it more closely.
Out of curiosity, do you have a token for the bull, or is this narrative mode now?
Oh, we're in narrative mode now.
Okay, just making sure.
Mm-mm.
I'm still looking at this map that's fresh, so I'm like still antsy about it.
Yeah, I was looking for my art for the bull, and I don't know what I did with it.
You've got.
He's still in there under the notes.
He's
Bull of
still
Heaven.
under the notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay. I was looking through like my download, my documents,
Yeah.
files, and picture files.
He's in a
Yeah, he's-
handout.
He's in the
Okay,
handouts
I can probably
area,
download it for there then. Sweet.
including
We will need a token for him.
the red hands, the mad dogs, one specifically for Charlie.
Rest his soul.
Yeah.
The realest one in the room.
Until his clone gets. Wait, no.
Until his code goes on a murderous rampage.
Oh, I should have gotten one of my little flickering candle LED lights and put it next to the picture back there. Oh.
Wait,
You've got one
they
more session. You're
cloned
good.
Charlie? What?
No.
Cloning is
It's-
possible in the setting. They have not
It's just
cloned
not-
Charlie.
It's just not something we've ever explored, but cloning is possible.
Yeah.
Like, there's a whole system in the book for like cloning characters if you die and stuff like that.
And what can go
potentially
wrong with cloning.
flaws. Yeah. Stuff like that.
Just have a lich. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cortev just kind of watches. Cortev's gonna do a scan on the Bull of Heaven, just kind of while we're here.
Rude.
Just casually scanning him.
Giving the old up and down.
the drones are giving him an up and down. Cortev's just literally using the scan command. Just curious. I've never. This person. It's unique to have like ostensibly a neutral party. So he just wants to get a scan of the mech and stuff.
He's not neutral. He's very much opposed to the cult.
He's opposed to the cult, but as far as the war goes, he's like a neutral party in the war that we were sent here to perpetuate.
But yeah, so once you get the information downloaded, or decrypted, I should say, he tells you, we should probably be on our way.
Yeah,
I'm sure they
It's
know
a
you're
shame
here.
It's the information.
Yes. Tiana, you mind if I hitch a ride? I'm going to read through this and see what's here.
Hop on. It's what I'm here for.
Yep,
Say,
and I'll start.
Uriah climbs out of the area, hops back into his mech.
I'll start reading.
Okay.
Forbidden data.
It's good soup.
Uriah also starts reading.
I'm already
forbidden
Horus
data.
Touch. What else are they gonna do to me?
In the favor of Critical Role, Tusk Love is playing audiobook wise.
Nice.
I'm saying if they do an audiobook, they have to get Laura Bailey to read it as Jester.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Rich and
anyway,
Ray, like when they're going through the caves. Okay.
Yes.
so Mithras, the pilot for the Bloodhaven,
Yep.
attaches some device to the generator.
Oh, sick.
Basically
Here's what I
tells
was
you,
gonna do.
everybody, try to gather around.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, pack in as close as you can. This should work.
Should.
Uriah just hops onto the bull.
Watch the fire.
That's fine.
Is the bull in a Baylor, or is it something else?
Yeah, Baylor communication.
He's not in a known model.
Okay, I like that even better.
The closest thing your sensors or that your computer can come up with is it's definitely got some systems in common with a lich.
Okay.
But it is a much larger mech,
Oh.
Okay. All right, and I will feel what is going to be a spike in paracausal energy.
Oh yeah, it definitely spikes. And you see where before you saw that little explosion of light. Where y'all are standing now, it looks more like the light appears in a perimeter around you, but you still have that kind of heat wave effect. And then the light collapses in, and y'all are standing in more mountainous terrain in front of a large, fairly well-concealed cave entrance.
Well, that was new.
Is
everybody here?
Light. One,
Yep.
two, three.
So far, I think.
Yep.
Believe so.
Raise your hand if you're not here.
Checks all of the NHPs.
Yeah.
Cortav raises his hand.
I think we're all here.
All right then. Let's get inside and we can dive into that information. As you go into the cave, there's a couple of printers over on one side. It's
Oh, good
a
repairs.
lot of equipment.
Oh, merciful.
Mind if we use that to make repairs?
Oh, feel free.
Cool.
Float the drone over and let the repairs take over,
Mm-hmm.
or I'll float the whole mech over and I'll actually get out of it.
Would that be considered ending the mission?
Yes, the previous mission is
Okay.
ended.
Just check.
Did we level up to 11?
I think 10 is quite high enough.
Doesn't it only go to 12? I think.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
High level Lancer people.
High level is.
So you get inside, and this is clearly a very well stocked base. Though by far the largest portion of it is the kind of that front cave area close to the entrance, as it's basically set up to be a mech hangar. Some of the technology in here you don't really recognize the make and model of. The Bull of Heaven walks over to one side of the bay. And it cracks open, and Mithras steps out.
Hey, do we have a handout for Mithras?
You should have, but I'm
Hmm.
not sure where I put his art either.
Hmm.
I know I've got one for you.
I don't think we've ever seen his face.
Nope.
No, you only ever talked to him in the mech. Yeah, I'll have to find it for next week. But it's the fairly typical, mech outfit. Though he
I
does
don't care
have
about what he's wearing. What does he look like?
he does have a large.
Oh no, he's
a long,
hot.
He's got a long red scarf.
Uh-huh. It's not really him. He's a clone.
To use, Earth nationalities, think Middle Eastern, Iranian,
Okay.
which is
Hmm.
a big chunk of Matt Shinnar's population is descended.
Okay.
Okay.
He's about y'all's age, or about Uriah and Vika's age.
Hmm.
Like mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
He's appearing to be that age.
He's looking that age.
I'm not gonna lie, and this is Cortez speaking. I'm not gonna lie. This takes away from the mystery, but I like that better because that makes a more staunch ally.
Well, I'm glad you feel better about this arrangement then.
I do.
And he goes around, shakes hands with everybody.
Mhm.
When he gets to Ty just is just like looking around at the tech that she doesn't recognize. She's like, "You build this yourself? The tech?"
No, it was supplied to me.
You have suppliers.
It came with the bull.
If he's not against it, she's gonna like walk around. She's probably not gonna touch anything. She's just like looking at the stuff.
What's this do? What's this do? What's this
Yeah.
do?
Not that. No, she's not gonna be annoying about it. She is like partially techie, so she's just gonna see if she can figure any of it out.
Does it look like standard like base arrangements, but just like high quality?
Like I said, you're not recognizing most of the like the make and model of the stuff.
Okay.
Now the printers are pretty standard. They're high end, but they're pretty standard.
Yeah.
Like there's not everything in here that's weird. But...
Huh.
But he is he's chomping at the bit to start pouring through that intel you recovered.
Yeah.
I mean,
like I said,
he helps you set up the printers to start, kicking out replacement parts and what have you.
Grid space just kind of like goes in sputtering towards the printer, like a old timey car on a Looney Tunes cartoon. But yeah, he'll. I think he trusts the general arrangement of what we have here, so he'll thumb his data pad onto the screen, onto a screen.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Ty will ask her NHPs that if there's anything that they can do to help, please help. Even if there's like last things like that needs to be decoded or whatever.
There's a lot of information here, so they start pouring through the information. Not having to decode it, y'all already done that, but just the sheer volume of information.
Yep.
I think I do like a space control F on like on specifically like NHP or Ninurta.
Gods.
Suddenly all of our NHPs perk up.
Yeah, I think those are the first three that he'll start with.
Okay. You find the occasional reference to Nerta. But you also find lots of references to just the Lord.
Okay. Then seeing that, then he will change it to Control F, the Lord.
And you get lots of people's personal communications. Lots of orders being sent out. You find the orders that were sent out for the attack you suffered while you were coming back from the bar that time. The one that broke Charlie's leg.
Mm-hmm.
You find orders where they're wanting to investigate. Where they're ordering people to begin investigating you to try to figure out, basically why y'all keep popping up in their way so much. But while y'all are doing that, Mithras starts going through, and he seems to be looking at the metadata.
Okay. I will watch him like work the data, go through the metadata, because I would theoretically understand it as well.
You realize pretty quickly he's trying to figure out where all this communication was going and coming from.
Yes.
You find locations to various bases of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't. They reference a main base, but they never reference where it is. It's just the Lord's Mount.
How hard could it possibly be to find an underground something? It's got to be underground, because if it was above ground, someone would see it by now.
Theoretically.
If you bring that up, Mithras is like, well, there is stealth tech, and if it is literally a mountain, it could be hollowed out like this one is.
Fair enough.
I mean, his is not an entire hollowed out mountain.
Just no in, out, nothing. Satellite scans have to be going on, daily.
And he pulls up, it's not Google Earth, but publicly available satellite imagery. And starts looking around at where a lot of this information is coming and going from.
I was gonna say, when he does that, I want to dot the coordinates of the bases that we're seeing.
You note there are bases on the League side, not as many.
It's to be expected,
as well as some bases that are just way off in virtually unclaimed territory.
Is there any rhyme or reason to the placement of them? Does it look like a pattern of some kind?
The far away ones, a lot of times, seem to mesh up with where there's large populations of the kaiju. Of the various kaiju species.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, if I take all of them and make a connect the dots, that's more what I'm getting at.
You don't see any patterns or anything. It's not like it's not matching up with any constellation. It's not drawing a picture.
Okay. It's not it's not here's all of the section and something's could be potentially dead center of all of these.
No, it's like major cities usually have like the Machinar capital has a base close to it.
Sure.
One of the main cities. It's not exactly a capital city because the individual cities are kind of their own thing. There's no league. But you've got the one where the main league headquarters is. There's a base close to it. Apparently they were trying to get a base up close to the military base y'all are based out of. But that seems to be in its early stages. You find a list of collaborators, both League and Machinar. And it's everybody from, school teachers up to senators.
Oh, fine.
They have a little bit of everybody.
Charlie Focus's name on there. Or not Charlie, what's his name?
Wayne?
No, Focus. The senator guy.
Justin was the one you saved.
Justin Focus.
Justin Focus.
Justin's name is not on there, neither is his father's.
Okay.
Okay, good.
I want to take like a screen grab of like all of the bases as we've dotted them out. Just take that screen grab, have it internally. Part of me, because these are to be clear, these are not cult bases. This is what do you call it? Matt Shinar bases, or is this the cult bases?
No, this is the cult.
Okay, never mind.
You're dealing
I
with
do not
cult
take a screen
information,
grab.
not the Machinar.
Okay, understood. Never mind. Because I was gonna be like, I can pretend we're doing the Lord's work here and doing a scouting mission. Send it out. I'll still take a screen grab, but that's more for our internal notes, not for.
Yeah.
So like I said, whole lot of information. Y'all spend a couple of days going through this, which gives you time to get the mechs repaired.
Mm-hmm.
Since you can only have a couple of them in the printers at a time.
Yep.
So there's only like 2 printers. Though why there's 2 printers when he's only got the 1 mech, you don't know.
Yeah, Vika is going to ask him that at some point. Why? Do you have anyone else that regularly works with you?
No, not Lancer wise. I've got people that give me information and help me with the job in that way, but not I guess you could say I have agents. But no,
you can't do. No. You're a figure here. You don't get to just. I guess I'm a leader here. No. You're a figure here. You are a known quantity. A person of interest. I'm just some schmuck that got drafted here. So are they. No offense.
No, we're totally schmucks.
I didn't think Union drafted people.
Well, it was either that or it was either that or be a slave in wherever. So sorry, not a slave, a lower caste.
Oh, a peasant.
Yeah.
Oh, right. The trade. You're from the trade baronies. Okay.
Yeah.
He has a passing knowledge of the trade baronies.
Hmm.
As they do a lot of trade with Matt Shinar.
While this is going on, Vika just wants to do a read a situation on this guy.
Okay.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna go back to the actual data, and Control F. Character trade baronies.
All right. So, in just a second, in the before we get into any further into this, about the second day you're there, you get a communication from Esther.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of want to know where you guys are. She slips it to you, via backdoor, Tor server kind of stuff, This is clearly off the book. A lot like the general.
Jellicoe.
Yeah, a lot like how the general, after Jellicoe was arrested, how the general Griffin got a hold of you.
So she's just like drinking tea somewhere, typing a message.
Basically, her and the Mad Dogs and the Red Hands are supposed to find you.
I'll look at the group and go, do we want to be found, or do we want to give it some more time?
I mean, they're in on it.
I know they're in on it, but we kind of want them to find us where I feel like we'd want them to find us where it would be more convenient and not out our mythical figure here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just one of my bases.
Oh, okay. Well, so all of your bases are set up like this?
Well, no. This is probably one of the better ones, but if we can find where the cult is based out of, we may be able to put an end to them.
Kind of nepo baby Horus are you going for here?
He's just kind of like, all I know is whoever is giving me this equipment, probably Horus, is opposed to Nerta.
I mean,
which probably explains why all of us have some form of Horus tech.
He may have decided I wasn't, or they may have decided I wasn't getting the job done.
No, just that you needed a hand.
But if we're going to assault their main base, wherever it turns out to be, we'll likely need more than just us.
Well, I
I
can.
don't know
Do
if I
you
trust them.
do you trust these two squads?
Yes, they have been nothing but less so the Red Hand, but it's not distrust. It's more I just haven't been joined in battle with them. I've known the artists formerly known as the Mad Dogs since like my first day here.
Yeah, actually first day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so just to get the party together,
Yes.
you get some leads on where the main base is going to be.
Mm.
Mithras has got another base of his own bases, not close by, but closer than here. So you pass that to the Mad Dogs and the Red Hands.
I'm gonna send. I'll send them. Yeah, I like try to like surreptitiously send that just the GPS signal and not like, oh guys, find us over here.
You just send coordinates basically. Ping.
Yes.
All right. So once you get your mix repaired, you make your way over there. The Red Hands and the Mad Dogs join up with you.
Oh no, you found us.
So now Melody is with everybody else.
Oh, they got you to arrest us too, Melody? That's just rude.
Are you with us, Rabbi?
I'm here. What happened?
Y'all have finally met up.
Okay.
You were hanging out with the Mad Dogs because they're kind of a man short.
Yeah, Cortev would say to Melody, "Oh, they got you to arrest us too? That's just rude."
They need somebody.
I guess
Like to
somebody
see
who would
you
know us
try.
best. Well, we're all here. And I'll go around and do like introductions to Mithras and everybody.
Yeah. He does. He does the round of handshaking.
Mhm.
Toten Tan seems a little standoffish, but that is not unusual for him.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if there's any downtime actions you want to take, I know a couple of you named stuff off. Now would be the time, because this will be the last downtime actions you take in this campaign.
Oh shoot, let me get back to compound.
Nice.
Is there any way I could get a spare core battery?
I gave you one. You need
I
another one?
used it in the last mission.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's how she was able to murder all.
Well, you can.
Or even back at the base, it might have been something she brought up.
Oh. Well, your core power is re-upped because you did the full repair and all that, but you're wanting an extra
One
something.
more, just in case there's two scenes. She got a little power hungry. What can I say? Could she trade one of her systems for it?
Well,
I would allow that. I would allow that.
Okay.
There is an option to get another core battery as a reserve.
Really? Where is...
It's not a downtime action, but it is a reserve you can get a hold of.
I did have some reserves from way back. Let me see if any of those are in there.
I am going to do a solid for the team and buy some time.
All right. Describe your plan.
Yep. So I'm going to have some video. I'm gonna fake some video of the Red Hand and and the Mad Dogs and Melody like arresting us and just having it to them so they can or like them in pursuit so that they can be like, okay, we're scouting them out, we're gonna strike, just making it look like they're still coming after
Okay.
us.
Okay. All right, give me a
Uh,
roll.
Could I do hack fix for that? So it's literally how I'm describing that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. All right. Oh wait, plus 11. That is 14.
You buy enough time, but the situation becomes precarious or desperate. Next time you get this result with the same situation, treat it as a 9 or less.
Yeah, well, this is the last time we're doing this, so
So you bought you bought a little bit of time.
I bought enough time for us.
But if anybody stops and really examines the footage, they wait a second. This has been doctored.
Yeah. Yep.
That
Perfect.
guy has like 12 fingers.
Really bad. The fingers are going like this.
It's like Horace gang signs. What's going on?
It's like that awful Coke AI commercial.
Yes.
Except if it's a Horace mech doing that, that might just be a photograph. You don't really know.
Yeah.
Look at this graph.
Yep, that is what I would
I'm
do.
not sorry.
Even if you should be.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to do?
In the spirit of Uriah being Uriah, which could be
Because
a good or
Uriah.
bad thing.
This could be like 12 different things.
Yeah, that's fair. I am going to do gather information. See by using the information we have and like kind of since the bull was kind of doing that thing, I want to try to use the information we have to see if I can basically kind of triangulate a general search area for this Lord's Mount or whatever.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Do I get any bonus or no?
Skill you're using.
Well, it'd be hack fix.
You're plus 11.
Are you really hacking anything though?
That's a good point.
I mean, you're just compiling information. Just roll a 20, it'll be fine.
Can I create an algorithm to do it?
I will let you make a hack fix roll to create the algorithm, and the algorithm will give you advantage on the roll you have to make for this.
And I don't really have anything for Ty to do, so can I assist him with it?
Sure.
On the second roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
On the second. Yeah.
Okay, so a 28 for the algorithm.
All right. So that gives you accuracy. Tiana helping you give you another accuracy.
Okay. Then be plus 5. Unless you'd count get a hold of something, maybe.
No, because you've already got this information. You're just having to sort through it.
That's fair. Okay. In that case, it'd be just straight plus 5 then. So 25.
Plus 6 is 25, yeah.
Yeah.
Just full of 20.
You get what you're looking for with no complications.
Woo!
So yeah, so while all this is going on, you've been, but while the Mad Dogs and the Red Hands are getting settled in, you and Tiana over there just tappity. Vika, they're adorable. Over there,
Snaps a picture.
heads huddled down next to each other.
Cordev also takes a picture.
At some point while that's happening, Uriah he holds up his metal hand as a hologram of like a well-dressed gentleman like walks off his hand and onto the table and starts helping them.
Who's this
Sobek
well-dressed
entered the
gentleman?
scene.
It's Sobek.
He's got like a little bowler hat and a little suit
It's
coat.
basically the whole like, even though Sobek, I don't think, if I know my mythology, right, I don't think he's the judge. I think he's just the guy who eats the souls that fail the test. But he's basically like,
I'm
full
just picturing.
like three
I'm
piece
picturing.
suit.
I'm picturing his suit being like alligator skin.
No, the shoes are
Yes.
alligator.
The shoes are alligator skin, but it's like 3-piece suit, and like the vest has like little alligator motifs on it.
It's got like a tooth pattern on the edges.
Yes,
The
exactly.
tie pin is a little alligator.
Exactly. Yes,
Love it. We're all in the same headspace.
So
we
he's
are all in the
so
same
he's dressed in
headspace.
a way Uriah would never dress.
Exactly. He's a very well dressed gentleman.
He's a respectable person.
Until he
He's
murders.
a dapper young lad.
Until he cascades.
Well, he can't now.
He had to straighten up and fly right, put on a suit, and
Go be an IBM person.
I guess. So while that's happening, info.
All right. You're checking where these broadcasts are coming from.
Mhm.
Mountainous region. You find a big map. A big mountain.
Mhm.
And as you're, looking through the satellite stuff, you find one picture that clearly shows a Lancer in the area.
Okay.
And it seemed to be approaching the mountain.
Okay.
Checking the photograph, it's a couple of weeks old. But it does mean, because this area is far enough into Matshinar that there's been no fighting going on in this area.
Okay. What do you think, Ty?
I don't know. I mean, definitely should be careful.
That's true. Hey, Mithras.
Yes, you're right.
Come over here a sec, would you?
He walks over there from whatever it was he was doing.
Think we might have a lead? And he points to the picture.
And he looks at the other data that you used to get to this location. Looks very promising.
If I recall, because I've done digging in both League and Shinar's databases extensively. This is really deep into Matshinar territory. There shouldn't be a Lancer here.
Not out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you'll get trainees doing stuff in odd places, but no, that guy looks like he's trying to stay concealed, and that's just where he broke tree cover at a bad time.
Could be a place to look.
Yeah, it's in the area, but it's in the general area that we're already pretty certain of. So,
and that's a pretty big mountain. And Cortez, forgive me if I'm wrong, but all the info you've been looking up has mentioned a Lord's Mount or something.
Lord's Mount.
I mean, if they hollowed out that mountain, they could easily make a base in or under that mountain.
Mm-hmm.
They've shown previously they're willing to do so when we hit one of their other mountain homes, where they were augmenting the kaijus.
Yeah.
They've also had undersea bases. They've gone full supervillain.
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe there's an access to the ocean from the mountain too.
Or it's an active volcano.
The latter wouldn't.
Geothermal power.
Yep.
That would be harder to detect.
We're gonna have to fight a Roken HP in a volcano, aren't we?
let's hope not.
Well, we can use this one here.
There's no active
Eh.
volcanoes in the area.
We could use this one here, and
No current
he
That
points
you
at
know of.
he points at Tiana, and like you can cause this one to make an earthquake that'll set off the volcano. And that'll be
Oh, okay, look.
You can't just call her fat.
As Jeremy's photo has frozen.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
The pilot was too stunned to speak.
all right. I'm here.
He's back.
Okay.
What did you catch? None of it.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Cortez was just like, well, if it is a volcano, we can use this one, and he's pointing at Tiana to like cause an earthquake, and like maybe that'll start the volcano,
I mean,
and then no one has a cult.
yeah, Prospector does have a lot of structural damage that it can do.
Would digging into an possibly active volcano be a good idea? Or is that
No,
just
it
more
is our
woo-woo
oh
stuff?
shit.
Right.
I mean,
It's our oh shit button.
It's Plan Omega.
It's like technically I would be okay because it's kind of making portals, but I'd rather save it for last if we have to.
No, absolute last resort, but it's good to have it.
Hmm.
As Cortez is like speaking, like using the data and his like his connection to or his ability to like you not have to use a screen or anything, he's going to mentally control F for the data and try to see if there's any mentions of the Karrakin trade baronies.
Oh yes.
There were very minor rumblings very early on.
There is talk of trying to get agents within the barony.
Okay.
But they have not had much luck.
Okay.
The barony hasn't been hiring a lot of locals, period. I mean, for general labor stuff, sure. But, like, as far as getting into, like, their management or whatever.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Finally, their stubbornness pays off.
Stubborn and paranoid are the words in the report that describe them.
Yep. This checks out. Maybe you'll go back to being active in the conversation.
While watching Sobek assisting with this, just kind of links over to us that, hey, did we ever get a translation on what he said from the Book of the Dead?
It seems to just be random quotes.
Okay.
Why do I understand Egyptian? That sucks.
Mm.
That's actually like Cradle Egyptian. That's the worst.
It's like, I understand all of these pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So what did he say out of the Book of the Dead?
I
Insert Egyptian music here.
Human consciousness and universal consciousness are in reality one and the same.
Vaguely creepy, but
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
to be expected from an NHP.
Self-knowledge is the basis of true knowledge.
Okay.
Soul to heaven, body to earth.
A little more creepy.
He's saying this in like is it Coptic or is it like Egyptian Arabic?
No, it was much older Egyptian than either one of those.
Okay. Cortev's got a few spare nanites floating around, so he's like, I hate that I know this. He says it out loud. It's disconcerting, to say the least.
And Sobek has nothing to offer if you ask him about it. He's like, he has no real memory.
No recollection.
But there's a hint of recollection, It's like when you have a dream.
Yeah.
You wake up knowing you had some weird dreams, but you can't think of a specific detail. You just have kind of the feeling or vibe of the dream.
Or
It's
you
always
get
stuck with
like
you.
a snippet.
Cortev will
I don't know
write it
about
out
dreams,
in
but I
the.
apparently sleep text.
What's that now?
So I don't know about dreams, but I apparently sleep text.
That you do. That you do, sir.
It's cat pictures though, so
Yeah, I remember that night.
I know apparently one of the more recent ones was I said to an entire like Twitch chat, I must return to the mines, feed my raptor in my absence.
You should have been the horse mech.
And I apparently was sound asleep while this
And that
happened.
Uriah is sending Vika random crap in universe.
Oh, she's probably used to it. Because he has the subjectivity sync, so it's probably happening while he's sleeping.
There's just a random picture of Uriah and Ty on their date. Just sit without his knowledge.
just putting do not disturb, like tapping it on him when he's sleeping. It's like on the forehead.
What the hell is purple monkey dishwasher?
Purple monkey baby.
Okay. Tangent. Back on. Let's go.
I thought it was
That's a
Puppy
reference,
Monkey
but
Baby.
it is puppy monkey. It is that. But
Oh, okay.
copyright.
Puppy
Anyway.
Puppy monkey baby.
Yeah. So, well, I'll like kind of like look around and be like, well, they're trying to recruit in the baronies, but those people are way too paranoid to take in a rogue NHP and their teachings. So their arrogance works for them for once.
Cortez ain't got much good to say about the baronies, but at least they're not suckers.
Yeah.
Doing a control F on it. Anything from SSC in it?
Now we're just checking our homelands.
Yeah, we're just like, hey, who else is getting suckered into this?
Why not?
Hey. IPS and North Star. Let's go.
Hey, cover all of our bases. Who fell for the phishing scheme?
They
Who
get
opened the email?
most of those companies get referenced, but a lot of it's more them acquiring equipment from them, buying stuff from them with shell companies, that sort of thing.
Ty will look for her dad's name anywhere in the document.
Would he be involved on this planet?
I mean, he's IPS and North Stars. He's on a space station, so Amazon.
Space Amazon.
So what real Amazon is trying to be.
Yeah.
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 No, he isn't. At no point is he called out by name.
Yeah, if they're just trying to purchase stuff from these companies, they're probably not trying to actively recruit into them. But it doesn't hurt to check. So
And a lot of those companies don't have the presence on the planet that like the trade baronies did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as Cortez mentions that bit about them being too arrogant for their own good, but it's actually working for them. He spits on the ground.
Mythos just looks at you.
I'm not going back home after this.
Please don't spit on my floor.
He wipes it with his boot.
I don't think any of us are going home after this.
I'm not dying or anything. I'm just taking
a space RV somewhere.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll all sneak into the baronies. I know a good place on the Dawnlight Shore. We'll hide out.
I could technically make a living as a hunter.
Yeah.
Ty just looks at you.
Let's concentrate on figuring out this fight first, and then we'll plan our futures.
Goes, Atlas.
Yeah, I know. If you're not trying to tame them, you're trying to murder them.
I did successfully steal a few of them away from Ninurta, so...
Yeah.
Big game hunter.
Yeah, when y'all are talking about that, Mithras is more like, he's just like, if I survive what's coming, I ain't retiring.
I don't blame you in the slightest. I might also. I'm for sure getting fired.
Oh yeah, we are all getting
We're
fired
all
at the
getting
very least,
fired.
if not kidnapped and court-martialed and worse.
I'll send a very well thought out email telling them to go fuck themselves.
That
Easy.
is
Could you CC me
assuming
with that?
You got it.
that is assuming they could catch us.
Well, I sent a along with some of the red hands here, some fake scouting reports that makes it look like they're chasing us.
Ah.
So we probably have a day or two before they realize that that's doctored.
Did you make sure to put yakety sax in the background?
I wanted to make it seem authentic, so unfortunately not. Our copy has yakety sax, don't worry. But we've at least given ourselves some breathing room for any inevitable Union probes. And I also have a little secret that I learned before we left. So if it comes to be, I've got blackmail.
How good is your communication software in here, Mithras?
Top of the line. Very stealth oriented.
How do you power all this?
Could it, in theory, connect to any communication satellites in orbit that could then connect to anything and everything around the globe?
It could. I don't think it could do that and keep the location secret.
Oddly specific thing to say.
Well, he's very big on keeping his bases secret.
Oh no!
If you did that, that would probably give us away.
No, I mean send a packet that is then sent from the satellite.
Yeah, you should be able to do that.
See, a lot of people have been wondering on both sides what started this war to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
What if we pulled that veil off of the general populace entirely?
Now, I thought y'all had already revealed a lot of that information. I know Cortev had slipped some out to his little organization.
We'd been kind of like trickling it out. What Uriah meaning is basically pulling a everybody sees this of exactly what started it. And
It's like WikiLeaks. We just dump every bit of information we've got on the cult.
Everyone gets the false nuclear attack text.
basically, yeah.
Oh, look, it's trending.
See, one of the cult's greatest strengths, aside from its technology, is its ability to hide among the populace of the planet.
He's like, yes. We don't have a full list of cult members in this, but we do have a lot of their high-ranking collaborators.
We do. A lot of their middle and lower ranking ones, too.
Mm-hmm.
Those work just in the general populace. We have video via Cortev, myself, and anyone else who was also recording of the one who started the war in the first place on the orders of Ninurta admitting to it verbally.
It would definitely cause some chaos.
So if the enemy plans to go to ground, then what if we leave them no ground to go to?
Mithras kind of smiles. I like that. I like where your head's at.
Smoke them out of the caves.
Force
Smoke
them
and
into
mirrors.
the light and out from behind the people they've been hiding under the skirts of.
He's just
So
not
the
alone.
dachshund sends the dachshunds down into their holes.
All right,
Basically, Uriah basically is absolutely wanting to completely and utterly dox the cult. Is basically what he wants to do.
And Patrick, to catch you up, very quickly finished saving, protecting the fort. Basically whip blew one of those aces out of the air, and then the other one retreated. You're currently at one of the Bull of Heaven's bases.
Okay.
So you have finally met Mithras in person.
Okay.
With his glorious big long red scarf.
Scarf.
Mhm.
You have
Is that under journal or?
No, you don't have a picture.
I
of
haven't.
it.
There's no
I
picture.
forgot to put the picture up.
Nah.
I'll have to figure out where I've got it on my computer.
The scarf is its own paracausal event.
It's
It's
blowing in
always
the wind.
Get out of my head.
Never. It's roomy in there.
God.
Damn.
I think that's bad. Sarah says it to me all the time.
I know. I've heard it.
Are you truly friends if you do not give each other shit? No.
But anyway, y'all have tracked down to get Patrick caught up. Y'all tracked down where you think the cult's main base is. You're currently at Mithras's the closest base Mithras has to that area. The Red Hands and the Mad Dogs are with you, and y'all are
Alright.
basically debating how to do an assault now.
The question is if we go with Uriah's plan, Mithras, are you okay with potentially losing a base? Because if they track it down and it doesn't work,
I think it's worth the risk. This is just one base.
Choose your least favorite base.
We probably need to use this one as it's the closest. This is where we're leaving from here.
Do we want to leave it like as a timed thing? Like we get a head start and then X amount of time later it sends?
We can do that.
So we gather what we can, evac, give it a few hours timer before it sends.
Yeah, or however long. Maybe once we start whatever assault we're assaulting.
Or we have it send as we're leaving.
Either one, whichever you think
Well,
guys
if
think
we
will give the best of.
the
Oof.
problem is with us dealing with the cult, they're all about paracausal teleportation. If we send it when we leave, they'll just paracausal in.
Which actually raises a good point. Once we actually get ready on their assault, basically assault their main base, what if we broadcast it at that moment?
Live stream it?
Well, not the assault on the base.
Oh, come on.
Well, well, you can do that too. But I'm thinking if we actually basically broadcast everything we have, essentially kick their anthill, they'd actually probably be more looking further afield trying to figure out what happened, and then suddenly there's people attacking their site. For all intents and purposes, we essentially flashbang them as we go in.
Solid plan. As long as we're all in agreement that we're going to burn it to the ground. Leave no cinders.
Salt the earth.
Yep. I
And a question on this one, so I don't know if it was best. Have we determined that this is actually where Inerta itself is located?
All you determined is that it seems to be the main base. All like the information that y'all got out from that little vacation resort. The majority of the communications coming and going seem to be from this area. Y'all went through like metadata.
We did get a good GPS location of a lot of the bases.
Yeah. And
Cortev did get a screenshot of it. So if you really want to go after the stragglers when we're done here, go nuts. The rest of us are retiring or getting fired.
No,
Both.
My main concern is you can basically wipe out every human member of the cult, and the problem still remains if Inerta is not dealt with.
Yes.
It wouldn't surprise me though if Horus decided to go away. Considering he's apparently very heavily involved with what's happening.
I mean, he like gestures vaguely at this actually really nice base with Mithras and the Bull of Heaven.
All the NHPs just
Yeah.
kind of standing there.
All of the mechs with Horus Tech in them.
It's not just Horus I'm thinking about. Because you even specifically said, with our friend's resurrection.
Oh, I could get Ra involved.
No, I actually said.
No,
No,
dear, no.
no. Like
Well,
That would kill us all.
Well,
most.
the trick is, though, it
Hmm?
historically, and this is with precedent, it only goes after violators of the Accords.
Mm-hmm.
And by its nature, Inerta has violated that.
Yep.
Has it ever gone after anybody that wasn't human? Though?
You tell me. You're the storyteller.
Quick, Control F and look in the file of wonder.
I
Mhm.
don't think it's gonna have it.
Yeah, it doesn't have any reference to. It's all communication between the cult. So there's really no reference to other NHPs.
Well, but the reason why I brought it up because, well, in this universe, Ra is kind of the big gun.
But him showing up isn't necessarily a good thing for the people that are around when he shows up.
Exactly.
Yeah, he can put an end to this, or it can put an end to this, but it's also going to put an end to the planet. So
Yeah, let's not have any
Well,
more planets
actually-
blast.
Well, actually, it doesn't glass planets. The only time it ever actually. Harrison the Second. In fact, it's really the area around him was just basically evaporated, and the planet itself just was left alone. Although apparently it generated a lot of NHPs just by being near it. So
yeah, well,
Well, let's just leave Raw out of it.
yeah. That's still not a great thing. I intentionally don't have NHPs on my machine. No offense, any of you.
All the NHPs are looking at you now.
All the NHPs trying to look at you.
I don't. I like being the only person in my mech. That's it. It's a personal preference. It has nothing to do with any of you.
Ty just stares at Uriah. It's like
You're all great, and you all been invaluable members of the team.
They seem a little placated.
Bad
Well,
enough, I have things rattling around in here.
Well, Uriah sits down and starts putting the code together.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's get one more sleep and then tear down a base.
I could go grab an asteroid, but
No.
You just stop saying things right now.
Vika
I just
finds a
punches him in the
newspaper or
arm.
something and just baps him up against the back of the head.
Ty just punches him, just like on the arm, just like no.
Whip pulls out a mech-sized water bottle, just starts squirting him.
We appreciate the ideas.
we have maybe one too many oh shit buttons at this point. That's kind of dangerous. We don't also need a
Hit
small
all of
planet.
them!
We don't also need a small planet hitting this planet.
All of a sudden, I'm getting the. Who here watched Megas XLR?
A long time ago.
I'm just thinking of the coop hitting the fire all the missiles button.
All right, so y'all don't get a night of sleep.
Mhm.
and then start out the next day.
Yep.
All right. So sure enough, y'all head out. Mithras is quite certain he can't teleport 3 squads of people. He was really stretching his equipment, pulling you all out of the fort.
Mm.
Plus, that kind of paracausal spike would definitely draw the attention of everybody in the base.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Also, how long will it take to get there?
About a day.
A day? Okay. Uriah has set it to go off in 12 hours.
Okay. So y'all take off. 12 hours later, you get a little ping letting you know that the task you had set up has gone off.
Uh-huh. Uriah, at that point, will fly up, land on the dog, and he will start, basically browsing the web. Just to see
y'all are
what's
deep
happening.
enough in Machinar territory. There's not that usual interference that y'all been dealing with so much,
Mhm.
on the front lines. Yeah, y'all are well past that.
Tap into Athena's hotspot.
More or less.
And it takes an hour or so before stuff really starts hitting.
Mhm.
Hitting the news. But it's going off with it's going off on both sides of the conflict.
I can only imagine Union is like, what the? Because Uriah absolutely just bombed the entire planet with classified intel.
Yeah, we're getting fired.
I was already getting fired.
I don't know. I'm sure General Graham or General Griffith will be on your side.
Mm.
One moment.
When gremlins attack.
When gremlins attack. So y'all are approaching the mount. When you're still a decent ways out, your sensors pick up that you're being scanned. This is from a far enough distance that, in all likelihood, it's not the sensory equipment on a mech. This is probably something built into the base.
Fun.
Yay.
Any way we can block it?
It happens pretty quick. Do you have any?
I don't think I do.
That's 3 squads. Even if 1 or 2 of you manage to shield
we-
yourselves.
No, they know we're coming.
Pick up the pace.
Yep.
Yep.
And this happened to you when you were probably 30 minutes out. As you come in closer, there's a spike in paracausal activity.
We got scanned and there's a spike of paracausal activity.
Oh, fantastic.
30 minutes out.
Okay.
And yeah, you're just seeing multiple groups of mechs appearing.
How can they do that?
Kind of in a pincer. Ra teleports Demos. I mean, or was it Phobos? Whichever moon he took with him.
To Demios.
And they're kind of like, if you're approaching the mountain, they're kind of to either side, almost like they're setting up for a pincer movement.
Neat.
The Mad Dogs and the Red Hands, they basically tell you guys, run up the middle. They break off to either side to keep those guys busy. You need to get in the base and get this taken care of.
All y'all better be alive when we get back out.
So while I had a child, how much did the whole thing blow up? How much chaos is there?
It's the chaos is only kind of just starting. But a lot of the news agencies are dropping the names of the people you named. People are demanding answers from, all the governments. You see the general basically going, "We have no statement at this time. We are attempting to verify the legitimacy of this information."
Just imagining internally, she's like, "Oh, these bastards."
You guys will
Jumbo's not
see
prepared me for this.
we're starting to run down the middle.
Mhm.
Cortev's mech kind of like fuses back together again, and I'm just picking the calendula because it's fun.
Okay.
Vika will get a ping and just say, "Slip and slide."
Slip and slide.
Bad boys for life.
Somehow fist bumps the dog.
Accelerate. Just stacked
Yeah.
up on top.
Stacked accelerates. Let's go, baby.
We kick a out of nowhere from the sky. You hear family.
All right, let's see here.
And to think, I almost asked if I could replace it with the cloaking field.
No, this is better.
But the slip and slide is better.
Always the slip and slide.
All right. So with them running interference for you, you managed to get into this big cave. And there's kind of an overhang, like artificial, that comes out over the entrance. And you recognize it's got some like holographic tech on top. So looking down from above, it's well masked.
Okay.
So you should be able to see.
This map hurts me.
This map is cool as hell.
Oh, it's cool as hell, but I'm like, what is this? What is that? What are those?
ADHD going, wee!
Brain go brr.
There are multiple printers in here, as well as other, construction devices.
So break all the things. Got it.
Are these generators?
Yes.
So
Okay.
just blow it up?
There's
Okay.
generators, there's supplies.
There's this thing.
Oh,
Is that a
the dog's going to
giant
have a
gun?
field day.
Yeah.
I am also going to have a field day.
Now,
Cranking it up to 11.
on the opposite side, there are two passageways that go deeper in. One seems to be guarded by one of the kaiju. And then there is a pyro and a archer on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
I will say before this combat starts, I will begin in Lord stance.
Okay. Now, your job is to get deeper into the complex. You don't have a turn limit. But the longer you take on this map, the less time you'll have on the next map.
Love it.
Let's go.
Hmm.
Let's at least
there
take out the
any-
printers.
Hold that thought.
And everybody look and make sure your mech is on there. I think I dropped everybody
Yeah.
Yep.
in place.
Is there any
Including
way
the
that we can
refrigerator.
tell which way we need to go? Or does it
Nope,
just...
It seems to be two separate tunnels.
Can you scan it when we get closer?
So depending on how I roll with Ace, I could theoretically get from one end of the map to the other.
Of course
Indeed.
you could.
Just go.
I
And
don't
Jason,
think
can
we
we
want you
choose
there
our
by yourself.
starting position by chance?
Yes, anywhere on the green line on that side is fine.
Is the darker area, or is it all just an area? These are just specifically ways down.
Yeah, basically the lighter green here, it's just where the actual cave entrance is, so the light's coming through. Is I think all they were doing.
Okay.
Now these little puddles are
Cool.
some kind of very unhealthy looking substances.
Sick.
You're not 100% sure. You probably don't want to step in them.
Horace, I'm fine. I'm just gonna go do a facial.
Space OSHA is displeased.
There's not a single guardrail.
You just have hits of acid and toxic waste. What are you doing?
They made a mech
So-
called the Genghis, okay?
Are these printers?
Yes, those are printers.
What are these?
Some other kind of construction devices. Big mechanical arms.
Cool. And what are those?
What are these? What are those? What are that?
That is
Cool.
communication equipment. You can see the little satellite there.
Breaking that.
Do we see anyone running around, people-wise, like non-meched?
Yes, there does not appear to be any soldiers. There appears to be regular cultists. And they seem to be mostly getting the heck out of Dodge.
Good on them.
Get on them.
Unless they don't get out way fast enough.
Exactly.
See, Uriah was kind. He didn't just go full scorched earth, but now that we're here in their base,
In saying that, I think I would like to go first.
Okay.
Start us off.
All right. Let's go. I'm gonna start like here, right under the dog.
Okay.
And go 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 should put me like here. And then I will look back at the group and go, all right, we're doing this. And I'll just activate my Annihilation Nexus right here.
But as soon as you step within 2 hexes of that arm,
Yep.
It's got grabby hands.
It's
it
got
does.
grabby
Well,
hands.
it's got
Good.
a grabby hand, yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, now, where is the information? Oh, yes. All right. So, yeah, when Grid Space runs by it, so really, probably when you step right here,
Sure. I can be right
Um,
there.
it's going to try to grab you.
Okay. I want it to grab me, but I'm not. I am gonna fight it, but I want it to grab me.
Does an 18 hit you?
Yes, it does.
All right.
Yeek.
So you are grappled.
Still activating my Nexus.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's still, unless it's pulling me like right into it, it's still within two hexes of both that and the battery
and
Yeah,
whatever
that's
this
fair.
is.
and whatever that is.
Yeah. Some of the equipment you're not recognizing.
That's fine.
Just like in
I'm
Mithras'
gonna-
space.
I'm gonna wreck it anyway.
Oh, yeah, Mithras should be with you, too. Let me get a placeholder.
Does a 10 hit any of this?
Yes, a 10 hits the...
I'll start from the battery and then I'll go I'll go clockwise. So does a 10 hit the battery?
It does.
Okay. Does an 8 hit the thing here? I'm rolling real low with this dice. I'm actually gonna switch it for another one.
That one's 3 away. Would it still reach?
You're right. That's fair. Well,
And then on the grabby arm?
on the grabby arm, rolled another 8. Different dice.
All right. 8s do not hit.
Okay, that's fine. I will roll my damage. That's gonna be. Where we at? 7 points of AP energy damage.
Okay. It is damaged badly, but it is still more or less functioning. Probably not at top efficiency, but
Help! It's again, and that's my turn.
all right. Let's see.
I'm fine. Like genuinely, I'm fine. I'm going to hack this thing to make it like turn me the other way. Point me to the enemy.
Bert.
Yeet me down the hallway.
The kaiju over here sort of roars and makes kind of aggressive motions,
Mhm.
but does not actually advance. It's very much like he's guarding that pathway.
Yep.
All right, so back to y'all.
You mind if I go?
Go for it.
Over it.
Right. Activating my. Oh yeah.
You about to do some line BS, aren't you?
Oh yes.
It's like setting up a trick shot in pool.
Gotta go to active mode. I don't know why it did that. Next encounter. Sorry, I'm having to go back through CompCon. Okay. That there. Steady aim. And all right. The first attack is a 15, so that's what's hitting the generator.
All right, show me the line again, just so I know what all's being hit.
Okay.
All right, you go how many
That's
hexes
impressive.
Uh, 20.
You might have to actually count the hexes because I think it measures weird.
It does.
Yeah,
So-
20 is right here. Yeah, the hexes on this pre-done map does not match up with the
Okay.
hexes, the roll 20 hexes.
Measurements.
Trying to measure it, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's go.
It's the only downside to these maps.
1, 2, 3.
I know with regular gridded maps you could kind of measure it to fit, but I'm not sure about hexes.
I've tried resizing it, and it's like if I get one lined up here, they're not lined up by the time you get off the distance.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
essentially, from this to me is essentially said the 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you can hit that generator, that grabby arm, that printer, and this whatever it is.
Cortez sees a rifle
Porta
level in
potty.
his direction. He's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!"
All right, so you were rolling. You rolled for the generator.
Generator, that was a 15 to hit.
All right, that's a hit. You need a 10 to hit the generators.
Okay. Go back to Aegis, because for some odd reason it does not want to calculate that. Alright, that's so for damage-wise for the first shot. Okay. 10 points of damage.
Alrighty. And that's the whole paracausal can't be reduced thing, right?
Correct.
All right. I mean, these things aren't armored, so that doesn't really make a difference for them. But all right, 10 damage takes it out. Roll for the grabby arm.
Back it up. Okay, come on. That was a 20, just base roll.
All right.
So,
That's definitely a hit.
all right. So, gotta factor that. Cancel. All right. So now, because that was a crit, I get an additional dice. So that is 8 plus 16 points of damage.
All right.
Jesus. Does Durham have the good sense to put me down?
It does not. It's just the rest of the machine disappears. So now you just got, the big clawed hand is grabbing you, and then you got a little bit of arm, and then it's just sort of burned off. Kind of melted on the end.
Oh, so it was just holding me in place.
Right.
Okay, cool.
When it got a turn, it was going to, try to pick you up and slam you on the ground. But it
If
did
it
not
got a
respond.
But Whip says no.
All right.
Okay.
And then this printer.
All right. Uh, 18.
That's definitely a hit.
But just an additional d6, but still max on that one. So 15 points of damage.
All right. It goes away. And then this little guy back here.
Go away, thank you.
If you don't think I'm using this hand as an improvised weapon, you're wrong.
And roll. 22.
That'd be a crit.
It's probably not long for this world. He's already got the fire ready.
Quite possibly not.
Does it have more than 6 hit points?
It has 8.
Then my minimum damage will take it out.
Oh. So a string of machines just go up in a blaze.
Buster Beam! All right. And I will activate my shield because I can. Actually, I'll give the dog is now invincible.
Okay.
And since my take aim stance makes me immobilized, I can't move. So.
Okay.
But
All right. That was okay. That was a good first round.
and you hear that? All right, got a clear path. Advance while you can.
All right. Next up, the not the pyro. The archer is also making threatening gestures. And when I describe that, that's him and the kaiju preparing. So
Yep.
All right.
anybody gets within range of him. I don't know that will happen this round, but So back over to you guys.
Anyone want to go north? Anyone want to go south?
Going straight. You guys do the thing.
Anybody else want to go, or I'll go?
Go for it.
Per usual, core power on.
She puts out the fires as she walks by, but it also takes away any semblance of anything ever being there. You're muted.
Yeah,
Get up to here.
What's they're going is
Yeah.
all this stuff she's walking by within range suddenly taking damage.
Well, no, because it only happens when I'm stopped. And the stuff is already dead.
Yeah.
Ah.
Let me just double check something.
Like where she's standing, it almost looks like the fire is coming out of her head.
Yeah.
The Baylor just absorbs the fire. It's like, no, we're good.
Also, Car, whenever you go, I'm going with you. Because still on the dog.
Okay.
Basically, I'm going to use you for free transportation and then possibly just go, which way are we going? Pick a direction. That way? Cool.
Accelerate 5. I'll draw a line where I'm putting down the 5.
Actually, what is this thingy?
You don't know. That's some of the equipment you don't recognize.
Okay, fair enough.
Then never mind. We're not going to put down. We'll put it down. Accelerate that way.
Smart.
Actually, I have.
It's a weird.
I had one more move left. I'm gonna slap that guy because I'm within range too.
Now you gonna slap which one?
Actually,
The Final Fantasy crystal looking thing.
yeah, I'm gonna slap the Aetherite. I'm gonna too.
Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah,
You're
no,
tuning
slap
to the
the
Aetherite.
Yeah.
Giving it a quick once over and asking a set to do so as well. Does it look like something hinky?
It's a weird, ominous, glowy bit.
Yeah, it seems a little ominous to her.
Leave it alone.
It's giving off some paracausal energy.
Yeah, let's not slap it. I don't want to blow
Slap
up
it on
stuff.
the way out, not the way in.
Yeah. She slaps a big "Do not touch" sign on it. What is this right here?
That is just barrels of something.
Fantastic. Then we will throw down the accelerate. Move us 5. Gets me up to here, and I will skirmish with the arm.
When you're sliding past stuff, does that trigger
No.
reactions? Okay. I didn't think so, but I needed to check.
And slap in the arm.
Okay.
Does a 20 hit?
A 20 does indeed hit.
Woohoo! So critical, do max damage, which is 10.
Okay.
Double checking. What is this guy down here?
That is another random piece of equipment.
It's within my anger range. I will slap that guy too.
Okay.
No, my
Call when I
Angie.
slap your shit.
Oh no, she Angie.
8 points of kinetic, not reduced because of hinky stuff.
Yeah. It's basically a cargo container kind of thing.
And
So yeah, you just kind of pulp it.
that is all I got. And we'll say beginning of next turn, this guy will take the kinetic if you want.
What name?
The kinetic. Oh wait, I did a critical. So 1 second. 3 additional kinetic against the arm.
All right. And how much total was that?
13.
Oh, okay.
And this guy took
it goes
6.
away because I believe it had 12.
6 or 8.
Which one? This one down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's already gone to X.
So I guess we're going south.
Yeah.
We're carving a path that way.
Yeah. It's like, oh, these guys showed up, and then
If you guys
I'm
want to
with it.
check north, or at least maybe take out a couple of the printers on the way.
yeah, we should
And
probably commit to one
this-
direction.
Just get that guy to railgun it, pointing at Whip.
Barbarossa.
Oh God, we do
here.
have to move the Barbarossa, huh?
Portals.
Portals, aggressive T-posing.
Wait,
Portals
he
and
can fly.
Yeah,
accelerate.
He can fly
can't-
pretty well. I'm not worried about that.
yeah.
I don't think he flies very fast.
His
though.
fly speed is not any faster than his actual speed.
Oh, I was under the impression it was faster. Okay.
Don't believe so.
All right. The pyro will go. He is prepared. Like the other two, he's going to attack whoever gets within range of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're back over here.
The dog will diggy hole now.
Going for a ride.
Yep. So the
I-
dog will go to here with
I
6
have
movement.
I have a
Okay.
question
Mm-hmm.
while he's doing that. Is this this map and the next map, is that going to be considered one scene?
Yes.
Okay, understood.
And like I said, how many rounds you have in the next map will depend on how many rounds you spend here.
Right. Understood.
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure what I want really I figured as such, but I wanted to clarify for that for the table.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because that picks and chooses what I do with the portals now.
Exactly. But you can have one here and have one in there, and that means they link.
Exactly. That's why I was like, okay. So diggy hole.
Okay.
So I'm going to prospector. So that's 2 burst from her. So something like that.
Okay.
That's correct.
So this takes 20 AP. This takes 20 AP.
Yeah.
And I move
they
five.
balance.
22.
I move
Whatever this is.
5 to here, which everything else in that range also takes 5 AP. 20 AP, excuse me.
Whatever the heck
Jesus.
this is here.
So that and that and
Yeah.
that.
And
I can only
this.
copy the fire so fast,
That-
guys.
I
Yeah,
know.
that was the little.
I know.
That was just a little
It's-
forklift, so yeah, it did.
No, not the forklift.
So
They just got everyone certified for that.
There's another one around here somewhere.
Whatever this thing is.
Forklift
So that's
simulator.
all of my boost. Then let me create entrance. And then quick tech boost again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am
I'm just
here now.
Go.
And turn done.
All right.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm just mentally imagining, why does Horus keep throwing these guys at us here at the final battle? Why is everything on fire?
All right. So when you get within,
You
Uh-oh.
think you are the kaiju. It is
When I get
we who are
within?
the
Uh-oh.
kaiju.
yeah, when you
Hey,
get within
hi,
2 of
Crystal.
this one, when you get within 2 of this one, an
Okay.
arc of energy spikes out of that crystal towards you.
I
Okay.
would have been within 2 of them when I stopped over here. So
I thought
Yeah.
you were 3 away.
I
Test the
got
pro-
within 2, so I could.
Yeah, she moved forward 1 because she had 1 more movement, so that would put it-
Okay. That last
Yeah,
little
It would've
move.
been
I moved
two.
close
was her
enough
width
within
range,
range.
Yeah, that last little
Yeah.
move I missed then. I knew
It's all good.
You know, sliding past, you know, it didn't trigger the reaction, but
But she
I'll
moved
take the boop.
first, so it would have been the reaction from the crystal.
Yeah, so if it's like a once per thing, it would have
yeah,
slapped
once
me.
per round thing, so it would have gone after Vika. Okay. Does the 14 hit you, Vika?
Oddly enough, it meets it.
That's all it's got to do.
Okay.
That is 10 energy damage.
Okay. Since it would have been last round, when I ended my turn and healed half, it would have gone away.
brought you back full. Yeah.
We're still in round 1.
At the end of my turn.
Oh, at the
I
end of your
heal.
turn is when that triggers. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Not
yeah.
the end of the round, overall round. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. No problem. All right, and that's the dog is finished.
The dog is done.
All right. Well, they've got nothing in range of you. All their mechs have gone, so the rest of you can finish up.
Hey, we brought the dragon too.
Mm-hmm.
What were
It's
these
the bull of
circles
heaven.
again?
Those are teleporters.
Yeah, if you go in there, you can use a reaction to go through the second one.
Yeah.
So you can go from boop.
Wild dog digs holes through reality.
And it does a lot of damage to the structures, let me tell you.
I see.
God damn.
So much more.
You've got at least one reaction before you get there.
I could get in the archer's square.
You could get grabbed by the arm right here.
Or shot at.
They all have to hit me first.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
This is
Okay,
this is
Wait, are you trying to go fast?
No, he's fine.
No, I can get there just on my own merit with how far in I got with basically riding Ty.
Phrasing?
Phrasing.
Yes,
Phrasing.
There we go.
Not to be
Phrasing.
like, sure.
She knows me so well.
Please,
Save
there
it
are
for date
children
night.
present. You hear Whip
Oh
chime in.
my.
Anyway,
But no, yeah, I can't get there on my turn if you want me to bait out all of those reactions.
I was gonna say you start here or start like here-ish because that's where that reaction is, and then play it out.
Yeah.
Go for it.
What's the worst that could happen? We have all of our repairs again. It's the last mission. Let's go.
Jason, I'm just double checking because it looks like there's a cavern here, but we can see through, like, we can walk through this, right?
Yeah, the dark gray isn't actually blocked off.
No.
It's
The
just-
light gray is basically a path. It's just a well-worn
Gotcha.
path.
Okay.
Just double checking.
This is paved. This is carpeted.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna bait out these reactions. So it's within 2.
Yes, it's within 2 of the grabby arms.
All right, so 2.
All right, it's gonna try to grab you. I'm betting a 9 does not get you.
Nope, it does not. And because it missed, give me a hull save.
I think it's like base. I don't know. It's fun.
It's attached to the ground.
However you want to. Yeah, it's the rule of the stance is if a melee attack
It's probably
misses
not going to
me-
matter. It rolled a 20 on the dice, so.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So the machine is not knocked prone. Alright, so it was 1, 2, 3.
I imagine they have reactions to get like here.
Hello.
All right, and that is which
Good
one?
day, sir.
I think that's the pyro.
I said,
Alright.
good day, sir.
So the pyro has got a range of 5. So when you're right here,
Mm-hmm.
he triggers his flamethrower.
Cool.
So that's 4 heat to himself. Does a 12 hit you?
Nope. And the fire now is in the supplies.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. They don't take it well at all. Oh, well, the
Continuing
flamethrower.
to light stuff on fire.
Oh God, my stash of Oreos.
My weed stash. Wait a minute.
In the distance, all you
Yeah.
hear is ba-da-da-da-da.
Oh, okay.
It's not completely destroyed, but it is set on fire.
That's an actual. I need to send you my like gif of a fire you can put on stuff.
Then we would be way too distracted by the pretty fire.
Yeah.
Mm.
That.
Also, I believe I also baited out the archer's reaction too.
Oh, yes, you would have. It's light machine gun when you were
Just
10
they
away,
just
so
see
you'd be back here
flash
somewhere.
like running at them.
This is a tier 1 archer.
So about where I have that bend in the line is roughly 10, I think.
Yeah,
if I counted that
I
right.
believe you're right. You are correct. Does a 20 hit you? Oh, no, excuse me, a 19 hit you.
Yes, it does.
All right,
It
that
hits
is-
him back here.
Yes.
Camus's razor.
All right, does a 19 hit you, Vika?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
5 points of kinetic damage.
Cool.
Alright, so I am now in the Pyro Square.
Well, he ain't super happy about that.
Yeah, cool. About that. So that was my move and my boost.
If we ever got art from this like campaign, this particular scene of like you just storming Normandy.
Basically.
Just fire.
And now I'm gonna skirmish with the Terashima Blade.
Alrighty.
I think a 24 hits.
Just barely.
Fantastic. So that is going to be all right.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, so base 6 kinetic damage.
Okay.
I
Is it
will
armor
also
piercing or any of that weirdness?
no, it is not.
Okay. So base 6.
But I'm also reaction fatal clashing. Roll off time.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, it's a whole roll or
Pick hull or agility.
it'll be a hole for this guy.
Okay.
3.
30.
Uh
I don't know, but I think you won.
Now, if he chooses to take the 2, is that reduced by his armor?
Cannot be reduced by any means at all.
Gotcha.
So he will take the 2 regardless of what his armor is.
And if he doesn't take that, it's how much damage, and he gets knocked prone.
D6.
Just imagine there's one pilot who survived all of our things, who's seen all of our stuff. He's like, oh god.
He's just gonna take.
No.
He's just gonna take the damage.
The D6 or the
Yeah.
reroll?
Roll the d6.
Okay. Dice.
He's not a melee fighter.
4 damage.
Alrighty. Now, is that also can't be reduced?
No, that
Okay.
is just damage.
Yeah, that was definitely the better thing for him to do then.
If I was in troll stance, that would be something very different. But
Well, that's
I'm
the point
still
of different stances.
Yeah, I'm still in Lord stance right now. So I have a Blade Master dice. Cool. Because I hit.
Alright, is that it for you?
No, actually, because Jaeger Kunst went off. I'm going to choose that the Pyro gets knocked 3 spaces in a direction of my choice, which is
Okay.
into the Archer.
Alright. So he goes flying through the archer's space.
Mhm.
Oh, you said it up to 3, so you could knock him just into the archers.
Yep.
Alright.
Basically, I want to knock them both prone, if I can, by ramming both the mechs into each other.
Does he get a hold check for that or anything?
That will be up to you, because the skill says I throw them. It says is knocked back 3 spaces in a direction chosen by the winner. So I chose through that space.
Okay.
Not sure how you want to rules that.
Alright,
Up
so
to
that guy goes flying through the space.
Mhm.
The archer in the space, I'm going to give him an agility roll to avoid his buddy.
Cool.
What is your save?
Oh, if you're using against my save,
Yeah.
it's 15.
18. So he manages to duck out of his buddy's way as he goes flying through.
Cool. Also, I get movement for that, so I'm now in the archer space, and because I made a melee attack, I can free action spend a blade master die. I'm gonna ram the archer.
All right.
And does a 16 hit?
16 hits.
Cool. He's prone.
Okay. So both of them are prone.
Get on the ground.
Stop resisting.
All right. Who else is going to go?
I also realize the thing I set out to do at the start of this campaign, Uriah is now reliably being able to do, which is combat much larger things in the size 1/2 mech, effectively.
Congratulations.
He's a little guy with a chip on his shoulder and a Napoleon complex.
Chihuahua
And yet
energy.
Have
Yet
you
you
met
don't
his
actu-
sister?
And
Fair,
yet
fair.
you don't actually use the Napoleon.
No, I do not.
All right. Who's going next?
I do kinda. I do have the thing that lets me intercept ranged attacks. It's not
I
equipped right
vote
now.
we move our refrigerator to like right here, which it looks like you can get there with movement.
Which
and
we can
reaction.
do, yeah.
Someone push the refrigerator into the hole, please.
All right. So he moves. So he moves 2 basically into the hole.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then he like pops out right here or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does anyone have a sheet?
I do not know.
Uh-uh.
That's fine.
I think Jason might, but
The only ones I have is yours and Rappy's, Deca.
It's okay.
Whose sheet are we looking for?
Dubas.
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 You know, I think you're right. I think I probably do have one. I just didn't think to put him in this.
I mean, you're asking
Okay.
for his sheet when I can just log into his computer.
if you want, and just want to.
I don't know if it's going to be important tonight. We'll definitely need access to it next. Well, hopefully he'll
Yeah, I don't think.
be able to
I
make it
think.
next week.
Yeah, I think we're wrapping up here pretty soon, but next week we'll probably need it
What do you
too.
mean? We still got a half hour.
I'm probably going to wrap at 9
that's
tonight,
fair.
That's all good.
just because that
Yeah.
fever is making me headachy. Again.
Well,
that's
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Well, we're also gonna get into that tunnel by the end of the next round, most likely.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we are definitely going to finish the round anyway.
Vika's salivating and looking over at these guys like, I'm coming for you.
They're both prone, so you can manage to hit them.
Oh, bueno.
There's maniacal like hand rolling.
One guy's
Muy
desperately trying to get up and out of the way. The other guy just sort of going, "Step on me."
No. We could be like, no, I gotta go, guys.
She's a recent widow. You can't do that to her.
Oh God.
Mm-mm-mm. That's when the step on you, she just goes right for the groin.
This
Just
the
grind.
that's what.
No.
At this point, the archer and the pyro, like the pyro turns to the archer. I've always loved you.
Just turns
Uh,
him like, you're making it weird, bro.
is the bull doing anything?
Yeah, I'll move him. It's-
What's his general look of, oh god, these idiots just caused mass destruction?
I'm sure he's into it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if you could see his face, he'd definitely be into it, because
Fair enough.
he wants mass destruction of these guys.
Little single tear shed.
Then he'll boost.
I barely know these idiots, but I'm so proud of them.
It's like we don't even know his reasoning behind why he's doing it. But you know what? Don't care.
Well, Kaliakra was his hometown.
Yeah.
The city that got nuked out to start the war.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his hometown.
Mm,
Yeah, it's pretty personal for him.
It's
Just a
personnel
little
kid.
bit.
All right, Melody, I think you are the one left.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. We're gonna let's see, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I can probably teleport over here.
Somewhere within the circle, I think.
And then bam here.
Okay.
And I guess I will shoot at it.
Huh?
All right, shoot at the
Bang, bang.
That.
printer here.
Yeah.
All right,
This.
give me a roll.
Uh, 20 to hit.
Well, that's definitely a hit.
It does 11 damage.
The printer is still there.
Oh shit.
Damn.
The printer has 12.
You just
Oh,
see you just see on like the printer's LCD screen, it just has an angry face and a crying face, like it's alternating between the two.
And the middle finger.
Cyan tone or low.
All of a sudden, the printer's arm and the
Apparently,
secondary arm pops out, draws two angry eyes on itself.
apparently I can make an additional attack with my mounted auxiliary weapon.
Okay.
Go for it. Just kind of blow on it and it'll fall over.
You don't walk up and punch it. I mean, it's a printer. They probably can't attack.
19.
That's the hit. You do at least
It's
one
done.
damage and it's destroyed.
And I do 3.
There you go.
All right.
I do the max damage it can do. So
Yeah. Oh man, the Colts insurance people are gonna hate you guys. Ooh.
Or love us.
We're not leaving our insurance information. We're not insured. We're not insured.
that
We are
is
not
my
licensed
turn.
or bonded.
We're also getting fired after this, so.
Yeah, take it up with the union.
We demand our money back. We're in a
money?
post-scarcity environment.
So in the span of one turn, we've wrecked what 70% of this place.
Yeah, I mean, I knew you were gonna take out a lot of stuff. I didn't realize you were gonna take out quite that many.
9
Yeah,
items, I
license-
think.
License level 10,
3,
baby.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hi, my name is the
10.
dog, and I like to
Yeah,
drill.
yeah.
10 items.
Your name is not the dog anymore.
No, it's
Part
Wild
of the name
Dog.
is dog.
But yes, I knew the dog would be doing that.
I
Yeah,
took
so
out
9,
one.
almost 10 things.
Mhm.
10 things.
And almost half of that was me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kidding.
Well,
Yeah,
also,
you had a real good kickoff for the round.
That laser
one thing
was
is
clutch.
currently very much on fire, literally, because I can deflect flamethrowers.
Yep.
Oh, lovely.
Are we starting the new round or are we gonna hold on?
I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up here.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
So yeah, I hope y'all had fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I assume from the cackling
Excited.
that y'all enjoyed the mass destruction as well.
Oh yeah, we were having a blast.
Mhm.
I love any like final, like even in video games, the final like boss where we're leading up to it. It makes you feel like a badass by like just knocking a bunch of schmucks over.
Mm-hmm.
And then we may get curb stomped next week,
Maybe.
Yep.
but we'll find out next week.
Next week, which will be the
Next
final episode,
Yep.
the final
Da, da,
confrontation.
da.
The final episode.
Yep, and that will
You
wrap us
can't
up
do
for the
that.
year.
They're very litigious.
Yeah.
I think she can sing that much over that intro.
Yep.
So, I hope anybody that came by and watched or comes by and watches later, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us next week for the conclusion. Again, I was your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me has been Cara playing Tiana, Eric playing Uriah, Rappy playing Melody,
There is waving.
Sarah playing Vika, Jeremy playing Korteev, and Patrick playing Freddy.
There's a salute. You just can't see it.
And we will see y'all next time.
There is waving. You can't see it.
Bye.